We are joined here today with the one, the only, Curtis Ray. I don't know your middle name, otherwise I'd use it. Curtis Ray, he's the founder and CEO of Suncore Financial. He also wrote the book, Everyone Ends Up Poor, which is really catching, by the way. Like, that really caught my attention when I first heard it, Curtis. And he is going to be talking to us today about how to secure wealth for ourselves and also our future generations, and how to do that in a way that, for me, in my opinion, seems like there's very little risk. And when I say that, some people might be kind of curious on how that is. And so we're going to kind of get into that. But Curtis, what I want you to do is just introduce yourself as to like how you got started in the path that you're at right now. I know that you haven't been doing financial stuff your entire life. So how did you get started with this?
Yeah, so Curtis Ray from Gilbert, Arizona. In 2014, I had a really bad day, and I talk about this often. I'm open with my life and what's happened, but I lost a couple $1,000,000 in a single day.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm an entrepreneur. I had 7 different businesses, all making money, and life was great. And I run, and hit home runs and strike out, and hit home runs and strike out. And it was the game. I fell in love with the game of winning and all that stuff. It's so easy to make money. It is so freaking hard to keep the money.
Mm-hmm.
And that is where we're missing. There's this disconnect in society and in Instagram and Facebook on everyone tells you how to make money. No one tells you how to keep it. How you keep money is actual an art form. And when you understand this art of keeping money and how to get it to compound and grow for you, I joke that in a book that I wrote is that it's art and it's beautiful. And when it blossoms, it's the most beautiful thing you'll ever see in your whole life.
This is not just for entrepreneurs. Like, this is for anybody. If you're making money and you want to have a retirement that is exciting and you have freedom, then this stuff that you're teaching on how to keep money is applicable to somebody making $20,000 a year. It's applicable to somebody making $200,000 a year, $2 million a year. No matter where you're at, this is completely applicable to everybody.
It's about freedom.
Yeah.
Who does not want freedom? Because I don't care if you make 20 grand a year, 100 grand a year, $1 million a year. That is actually the pinnacle of happiness, is freedom. And I always say that money doesn't buy happiness, but it buys freedom. And what you do with that freedom can equate to unlimited happiness. So if you want to find a way to feel good about yourself and feel free and be able to make choices and have the thing that you actually want in life, look to money, because money is a path that's not evil. I know a lot of people like to act like money's the root of all evil. No, the love of money, the love that I'll screw my brother to get money, that's the problem. But when you use money as a tool to produce freedom and happiness and connections and memories and building all the platforms you want for your family and everything else, there's nothing like it.
And like, what are you trying to help people do?
So my ultimate goal is to help people bridge the gap between what is called the linear mind and the exponential mind. The linear mind is the guy who makes immediate decisions and wants the win right now. That's the guy who does no risk, no reward. I want to defer my taxes, even though I'm going to pay 10 times more taxes in 30 years from now. I want to defer it now to feel good about it now. Where I want passive income because I'm making $300, $400, $500 on this rental. It feels really good. It just has no ability to actually produce me wealth. So all of these things that we've been taught to do in society were actually done on purpose to sell a program, sell an event, sell a book, sell a this, because it's so immediate and you feel good. So my goal is say, no. There is a predictable path to producing whatever you want, whenever you want, however you want, but you have to follow the path. Right. And that unfortunately takes 10, 15, 20 years to get there. And so the ultimate thing on my conventions and my seminars and my book and everything is, hey, I get it. Everything I'm going to tell you is going to sound backwards. It's going to sound reverse of what you've been told your whole life, because it's exponentially thinking. Only 15%, supposedly, about 16.5% of society can even embrace what I'm saying. Right. Like their brains literally can only a small percentage of people can understand what I'm saying, because we're not programmed that way. But there is a way, no matter who you are, the 100% of society, if they take the time to really sit down and say, okay, I'm going to understand how this compounding thing works. how long-term decisions benefit me. I'm going to let the math tell the story, not the emotion tell the story. And those are the type of people that the moment they cross into the how do I compound my life, how do I exponentially live my life, they discover freedom, and it's predictable.